Hmm? Because I'm live on YouTube.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone. This is what you've been waiting for. The NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. Last game for the Pacers, a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
A look at the Magic starting group. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic at the power forward and center. And it's Slim in at the 1 spot. Now, here is George. Now, Myers. Goes up with it again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here is Slim. Off target from the wing.
Oh,
and now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. In the first meeting, he said that he didn't feel his team was as sharp as they needed to be in their offensive sets, and that is what cost them the game. He told me if we can take care of the ball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a much better position to win against this team. Let's see if that's the case.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots, guys, creating those quality opportunities is something Coach hopes to see here early on.
You know, Kevin, I think he worries sometimes that his guys play too much individual one-on-one basketball. I think he really wants the focus to be on team execution today.
And that's where it always should be, Kevin. And Steve, hero ball doesn't usually end up allowing you to be successful, so let's see if this message got across.
Here is Slim. Paul George making his last shot. Here is outside. Here's Slim. Cans the shot from the wing. Slim's got 5 now.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Outside Hill. Passes it to George. It's back to Hill. It's hauled in by Fry.
Well, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And the basket by Harris.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Outside Hill. Back to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill kicks to George. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Harris. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Boy, nice one-man fast break on that.
Sure was. A stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Hill dishes to West. In the corner, Miles with him. Pass to George. Buries it down low. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already. Not
loose. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Facial.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Now, here is Hill. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
What an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. You're making all the right decisions offensively.
Here is Slim. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
So an entirely new group in now. Magic leading by 6. Payton outside. Now the dish to Fournier. No good from 11 feet. Here's Hill. A prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Magic lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
NBA season is in full swing. Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. It's the NBA next Tuesday night.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of for the Magic.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
And, you know, Kevin, despite the outcome, I think they got to be feeling pretty good coming into this game. There were a lot of positives they can take away from that performance.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the final score in that case. You have to think about the things you did well and build on those.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, Slim in at point guard. Vucevic is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Slim in the last game against the Pistons put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. His teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of a load.
And with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pile.
Now Hill, after the missed three from Slim, Hill passes to Hill. The feed to Uredko. And he gets it to go.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Magic leading by 8. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Slim. Nailed from three-point land. Slim's got 14 points for the game.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down low. The shot's good from Uredko. Here is Slim. Last time out he had 44 points. Takes a 3. Rebound by Mahinmi. Pacers trail by 9. Hill with Jerebko at the elbow. It's George on the wing.
What a huge play. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Magic up by...
Well, Coach Vogel.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans.
In the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Some really terrific numbers for Slim. He's got 14 points, and he's drained 4 three-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, looks like he's in for a big night.
Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Brand in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And Orlando has possession. Following the miss by Elton Brand. Slim, the long distance 3 is buried. Slim's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Magic. Pacers trail by 14. Hill up top, averaging 10 points per contest. And he gets it to go.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Launches it. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Harris kicks to Vucevic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Vucevic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Well, give credit where credit is due. Terrific assist inside.
Hill dishes to Brand. Indiana moving it around. George passes to Hill. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Take a look at Slim, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates. But as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. And the Magic making a change here as well. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Channing Frye. Magic leading by 13. Here's Slim. Craps in the tray. Slim's got 6 points in the quarter.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Hill drives in. And Miles kicks to Hill. Outside for George. It's back to Hill. Rebound by the Magic. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here is Slim. 20 points for him. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Slim's got 22 points.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
The drive by Hill. Outside, George. This one for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Orlando shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Indiana making some changes. Jerebko comes in for West, and it's Hill in for C.J. Miles. And the Magic making a change here as well. Fournier is checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also went on to say that he wants to see good movement on the perimeter and plays being run to get their outside shooters open. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
Feeds to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Vucevic. Good.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I like that shooting.
And Vucevic, no good on that one.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities.
Let's go, you're up. My time.
Channing Frye's checked in for Vucevic, and Harkless is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Payton passes to Strickland. Here's O'Quinn, covered by Hibbert. Payton drives in, just 5 to shoot. From 13, and he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 14.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they've got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
And the Magic making a change here. Now here is Hill. He has 6. To stop the run.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
He took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Now here's Payton. Here's Slim. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 25 points for Slim.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Magic.
Coming up.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play. Nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous speed there.
Magic leading by 17. So on the floor for Orlando, Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris the forwards. Victor Oladipo is out there with Slim, and it's Frye in at the 5. Pacers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Well, Orlando shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. 3-pointer. No good from Slim. Here's George. Here's Miles. And Oladipo pulls it down.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Pass to Slim. For the 3. And that one's good. Slim's got 28 points for the game.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Pacers trail by 17. Hill dishes to Hibbert. And Miles kicks to George. Outside Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Slim. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
No good from Slim. On offense, here are the Pacers. Outside Hill. On the wing, George. George missing again.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Pacers trail by 20. Hill passes to George. And Calvin Levesque is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Park. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for Hill. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
George dishes to Hill. Back to George. The 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Magic leading by 17. Here is Slim. Another miss by Orlando. Fires the 3. And it's Miles missing. The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Slim, and he uses the glass on the left. Slim's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really no way to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Pacers trail by 19. And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No good from Slim. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And George, here we go. Mahinmi's shot is good. Magic leading by 17. Here is Slim. From past the arc. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Left side, George. Kicks it to Miles. Dishes it to West. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Slim. There's the pass to Oladipo. Here's Slim. Misses the 3.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And Miles kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Miles. Right side, George. Lets it go. Money from the wing.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Magic.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
With a solid strategy, building on that first win in this season series, they rack up another W to make it 2-zip. And with one left to play this year against the Pacers.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Slim. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him. And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Wes setting the pick for George. Goes up off the pick. Cannot hit. So Orlando will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. No good from Slim.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Six to shoot. Looking to end the drought. No good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. How much to be critical of with this win?
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's